There's a new foundation on the market, which makes this final Friday face-off of the year the perfect time to give it a review and see how does it hold up against one of our other really favorite foundations for more mature skin that's in the drugstore price point. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You are thinking Jody is going to review whatever this new foundation is against the Complexion Crush. Wrong. And I'll tell you why in just a second. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jody. I'm 55. Think of me as your midlife beauty bestie, where I am going to share with you the good, the bad, the ugly about new cosmetics, new makeup, new skincare, hair care, all of it. And we're gonna do a little, Gen X nostalgia along the way and have fun doing it. If you're new to Friday Face Off, this is my series that I do every other Thursday. Yes, it comes out on Thursday, even though it's Friday Face Off. Quick story, they used to come out on Fridays. I moved it to Thursday and we didn't want to change the name because Thursday Face Off just doesn't sound the same. This is where we take two products that say that they do similar things and we do a side-by-side wear test, application test, and deep dive into the ingredients to see which one really does what it says it's going to do. Sometimes they both do, sometimes neither of them do, and most times there's a clear-cut winner so that at the end you know where it's best to spend your money. In today's Friday Face Off, we are testing the new Maybelline Lifter Plump and Glow. This is from the Lifter collection. Many of the Lifter collection products in Maybelline's line have been formulated for more mature skin. You know, I love the Lifter Liner lip liners. They have hyaluronic acid in them. The Lifter sticks I use for contour often. The Lifter lip gloss I love. So when Maybelline released this foundation under the Lifter collection, I was pretty intrigued. And I was intrigued because this is 90% skincare. Now, the first caution with that is, like the House Labs by Lady Gaga Triclone, it is very hydrating. So if you've got any oil in your skin at all, that foundation was really difficult to wear past about the 2-hour mark. I'm curious to see if this wears similarly. So what foundation are we going to face off with the new Maybelline Plump and Glow? Maybelline's Superstay Skin Tint. So let's get into why. Now, in doing some research, it was a little bit of a challenge for me to decide what foundation to put in this face-off up against the new Plump and Glow, because it's sort of in a category all by itself. And when I do a face-off, I want to look for similar marketing claims, meaning if it's a natural finish, I want to review it up against a natural finish. If it is hydrating, I want to find hydrating. If it is full coverage, I want to find full coverage, just so that we can get a sense of which one is really best for your money. So this one was a little challenging because, of course, the one I wanted to put it up against is my Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush. You guys know this is my holy grail. I love this foundation, but it is a soft matte and not everyone loves a soft matte finish. And in doing research between these two, they are very different formulas. So it would be an unfair comparison because they just do different things. The Complexion Crush is a silicone-based, lightweight, semi-matte, long-wearing foundation with no skincare actives. Where the Plump and Glow is a hydrating, skincare-infused, smoothing foundation designed to improve the look of more mature skin. So in short, this is built for performance. This is built for skincare, smoothing, and hydration. So of course, this stands to be a very good formula, but we haven't tried it yet. So what would be a good comparison? I looked at the 1% hyaluronic acid True Match Nude by L'Oreal. That was an okay comparison, but again, this one had way more skincare. So then I compared the ingredient list up against the Superstay 24-hour Skin Tint, because this is a very beloved Maybelline product by many of you for your more mature skin. So that's how I decided that this is the best one for the face-off. The Maybelline Superstay 24-hour Skin Tint is marketed as a lightweight tint that has skincare benefits. In reality, it's built like a traditional long wear foundation. It uses alcohol and film formers to give that grip and stay put finish. Think summer days, sweaty errands, or if you're having hot flashes, for example. This is shade 112. You can see it is a more thin consistency. It is more of a skin tint. And on this side, we have the new Lifter Plump and Glow, and this has a completely different vibe. It's loaded with skincare ingredients like niacinamide, peptides, hyaluronic acid, shea butter, and green tea extract. It's less of a, hey, I'm here for 14 hours and need to look good. It's more of a, I am here to help you look hydrated and glowing and blur the look of your pores. So we love that. It is a thicker formula. Both are said to be a radiant natural finish. This one is a sheer to medium build. This one is also marketed as a sheer to medium build. The Super Stay Skin Tint does have dimethicone for smooth, slip, and quick drying. It also has alcohol denate to help it set fast. It has silica for that soft matte finish, which you guys know how I feel about silica. Silica helps control oil, so it can be drying on your skin. You do want to prep your skin for any foundation first, very hydrated, which we have done. What I have not done is added any primer because I want to see if these foundations can look good on not primed skin, then they should work even better on primed skin. I am oily in the T-zone and not oily on the cheek areas, which will be interesting for us to see because the Plump and Glow is so hydrating. Sometimes when you get a really hydrated formula like the House Labs Triclone foundation, which is very hydrating, for those of us that have any oil breakout, that can wear pretty patchy in a couple hours. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that when we get to this one. But as I've shared with you before, anything that has silica in it is an oil absorbent, which means you wanna have well hydrated skin so that that oil absorbent properties has something to absorb, meaning your moisturizer, instead of pulling moisture from your skin, leaving you with dry patches. Silica is in almost every one of your concealers and foundations, not all of them, but a very large percentage. It doesn't mean you can't wear them, it just means extra hydration and prepping is really key to ensuring that they last a long time. My favorite Complexion Crush does have silica, but I just add a hydrating primer before I apply it. So you can see the coverage of the Super Stay Skin Tint. It is a sheer, but I would actually say more than sheer because you can tell the difference between the two sides. If you are somebody that likes a no makeup look, so you like your skin to come through, and if you've got some freckling or some hyperpigmentation and you like that to peek through, but you don't want it to look as though you had just washed your face like this side, then this is a really good option in terms of the coverage, sheer, and that finish natural that you get. I'm not gonna build it because I do wanna see what one coat looks like up against the Plump and Glow. Now, even though this says skin tint and many of us love it, it's important to know that it has very few hydrating or nourishing ingredients in it. It is less drying on your skin than the Super Stay 30 Hour by Maybelline. So if you're in your 20s, this might be a good option. If you are a little later in life, this is an okay option, but this one, my arms are crossed, this one promises to be much better. Let's see. It does say to shake it, so we will do that. We will do one pump. It is a much thicker formula. The consistency of this formula mirrors the Complexion Crush. This formula has glycerin, which helps with hydration and plump. It has niacinamide to brighten and even out your skin tone. It has peptides to help with firmness, shea butter for comfort and moisture, green tea extract, which is a soothing antioxidant, and also silica, which is oil control and helps with blurring. All right, you guys, so in terms of coverage, I would say that they both have the same amount of coverage, sheer to probably medium build if I was to build them. I'm not going to because I want to see what one coat wears like throughout the day. In terms of the finish, they both look like they have a natural radiant finish. Yeah, I feel like the Plump and Glow might be a tad more, I don't want to say shiny because it's not shiny, maybe glow. Maybe that's why it's called Plump and Glow. But let's talk about the Plump for a second. Do I see anything? I don't know that I see anything plumped, but I do see a little bit more of a glow maybe than this side. Now, because it is 90% skincare, you should get a more improved glow over time using this product. So that's a nice benefit. They both feel lightweight on the skin, although I don't feel this one as much as I feel the Plump and Glow. And this one does contain alcohol, so we might see some patchiness as the day goes on. This one has a hyaluronic acid, so we should see some hydration and plumping effects from it, and that niacinamide over time will help your skin look more bright. The Plump and Glow does not have the same long wearing ingredients that the Super Stay has, so we will see what these look like at the 8-hour mark. And I'm curious to see if we see some shine breakthrough in the oily areas again because of that extra hydration. They're both at the $16 price point. I need to add some concealer first, so let's add a little concealer. I'm gonna go in with my RMS Revitalize Hydra Concealer because I just got a little bit of darkness under my eyes and can't really test a foundation if we don't have on concealer because it just doesn't have the same look if you don't have your eyes done. That under eye bagginess area. And I get more purple under my eyes the more sugar I eat. And this time of the year, you guys, fudge, 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 fudge. If you're looking for a good fudge recipe, I shared my mom's family fudge recipe a couple years ago. I will link it down below. You guys, there's only 6 ingredients. I think it's 6. It is so good. I make it for people at the post office, the UPS person, the Amazon person, my hairstylist, just people in my life this time of the year, and they look forward to that. So if you're looking for a good fudge recipe, I will leave that one down below. It's a keeper. All right, a little bit of concealer. Do I have lipstick on? Not really. That's okay. Let's just hydrate the lips a little bit. It's hard to give you a finished look if I'm not really finished. My lips have been so dry. As your guys, this weather is just weather and age. It'll wreak havoc on our lips, that's for sure. Okay, should we do a little blush? I don't think I'm gonna do cream blush. I was gonna do this caramel color by Persona, which I've been loving. You guys really like this one as well. I don't think I'm gonna put blush on though because of that T-zone area, because this is oily and this is the dry area. So we wanna see how these wear on more dry patches. I don't wanna cover up our experiment with blush. So we're just gonna leave it like this. And yeah, I need to finish my under eye area a little bit, but you know. All right, so this is what they look like at the beginning of application before we start our day. I think they look about the same. You guys tell me, does one look more dry? Which if it did, it should be this one because there's more dry ingredients in this one. And this one has more hydrating ingredients. From the point of application, I don't think they look different. But yeah, let's go on and I'll see you at the end of my day. So here we are at the 7 hours and 45 minutes. I didn't quite make it the extra 15 minutes because I was talking about fudge earlier today, and then I started editing, and that's all I've been able to think about since I said it earlier this morning is making homemade fudge. So I started this video a little earlier so I can go make some fudge. Okay, in terms of the finish, you guys, oh, let's call it 8 hours. Just give me 15 minutes. I think they are both they both still look really pretty. So in terms of the finish, they both have that natural radiant finish. They both have a little bit of that blurring effect, although the ingredient list would say that the skin tint should offer more of a blurring effect. I think they're pretty similar. Looking at these marionette lines here, I feel like the Plump and Glow is more forgiving on those fine lines. In terms of the weight or the feel of the foundations, the skin tint is definitely a lightweight feel, but so is the Plump and Glow. Wearing them side by side, I don't feel any difference in how they feel to the skin. The ingredients in the Superstay would lend themselves to a longer wear, but again, at 7 hours and 45 minutes, I feel like they look, yeah, the coverage is still very, very good to me on both sides. So then the question becomes, which one is better for you? The skin tint comes in 18 shades, where the Plump and Glow comes in 24 shades. So you might have a better chance finding your shade match in the Plump and Glow. The Plump and Glow is definitely better for those of you with dry skin or extra dry skin because of the skincare ingredients. 90%. The 5th ingredient is glycerin, which is very hydrating, and niacinamide is the 9th ingredient. And as you know, the higher up in the ingredient list that a product is listed, that's the higher concentration of that ingredient in the formula. At the 7 to 8 hour mark, the oil patches of my oily skin did not show through. With this being so hydrating, I am really surprised with that. On the flip side, on this area where you have more dry skin, the Superstay Skin Tint, which does have alcohol, doesn't seem to look more patchy on that cheek area. So it really comes down to your skin type and your preferences. If you have oily skin, combination skin, or what's considered normal skin, where it's not oily or dry, the Superstay Skin Tint would be a nice option for you. I just would prime it with a little bit of hydrating primer because of the drying ingredients in it. If your skin contains more fine lines that you'd like to blur, and you are dry to extra dry, then this new Lifter Plump and Glow is a really nice foundation. So this, you guys, is a very good, what I would say, a holy grail foundation for many women that have fine lines in their skin that they want to blur, that don't need to go past 8 hours, maybe 10 hours max. This does not have a lot of ingredients to hold on to the last or make it wear a long time, but it will go the distance. Like I said, this is 8 hours. So really, really nice foundation for you to try if you have dry skin. Will I be switching from the Complexion Crush to this? No, I won't. And here's why. I don't have dry skin. I have combination skin. So I don't need something that's this hydrating. And remember, this is a natural finish. I like more coverage and a soft matte finish. So for me, this is still my best option. But again, that's because I like the finish of it and I like the coverage of it. But if you like a little more natural look, less coverage, very hydrating, I think Maybelline's gonna go a really long way with this, and I applaud them for making a foundation that has those of us with more mature skin, aka typically more dry, and some fine lines that want to mask it but not completely cover it. This, you guys, is gonna be a really nice formula for you to give a try. So there you go. That is today's Friday Face Off. It is the last one of 2025. I have absolutely loved bringing you guys this series. Based on the comments, you really like it as well. There are so many new products coming on the market. I hate having FOMO of feeling like I need to go buy more stuff. So don't do that. Don't worry about it. I'm here to walk you through, navigate, test, compare, review, analyze, and get into which ones are worth your money and which ones aren't. And this one, I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with what Maybelline's put together, all in this little bottle. Lots of hydration, lots of glow, and hey, if we can plump, I might wear it on my lips as well. If you love Friday Face-Offs and you missed some, here's one of my favorites. Don't forget to check down below for the fudge recipe. And don't miss Sunday's video where I share with you 5 eye-opening hacks for those of us that are getting older and it feels like our eyes are getting smaller. I got you covered. I'll see you in just a couple days. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.